always say your prayers. Why you keep stealing my shit? We have fish and chips, and we got some fried shrimp. And we got all the sauces, cocktail sauce. We have a lobster bisque. We get some coleslaw. And we have seafood fettuccine alfredo. This is real king crab, you guys. And lobster tails in there. And then we got some smoked, not smoked, what the heck? Mussels with the bread for the juiciness. Those are mussels, right? Yeah. I don't even know what the heck I ordered. And then I got a salad here. I put 2 different kinds of dressings, and we got chips. And yeah, this is Red Lobster, you guys. Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, I know I said I was going to do a home-cooked meal, you guys, but my day got away from me, okay? And I lost track of time, and I didn't have time to cook. So I had to DoorDash this bitch. And also, I showed you guys in the beginning the food. But then I also got, are you kidding me? You can't eat at Red Lobster without these babies. Look how many is in here. Ridiculous. Yeah, I wanted 12, but they gave me like 58. But they're Cheddar Bay biscuits. Oh my God. But yes, this is Red Lobster, and I've been craving Red Lobster. So, and we got the coldest water bottle in the house, y'all. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, I gotta pray. I'm like wanting to dig into this already. Okay. Thank you, Father, for this food. Bless this food and sanctify it by your word. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. And always say your prayers. And yes, this is a Miss C story time, you guys. Some people love it, some people hate it. So I'm just warning you beforehand. But I'm going to eat a little bit first, and then I will get into it. And I wore my cat ears for you, Big Daddy. Oh my God. And of course I asked for extra Alfredo sauce. Hell yes I did. Look at that king crab right there. Right there. I'm gonna have to put my bangs. Hold on. Bothering the shit out of me. Okay. Yes. I asked for extra Alfredo sauce. Sorry if you can hear my fan, but it's hot. Okay. Here. I have to hold my fork like this. It's way more comfortable. And plus these nails are about to pop off. I can't even believe they're still on. So I don't want to put pressure on them. Delicious. And I never forget. I mean, I never forget. See, I'm not well today. I always forget to put my water in the coldest water bottle because I'm used to drinking room temperature water. So it doesn't like dawn on me. But when I'm really, really hot, heck yes, I have to have my water really cold. So this has lobster tail and king crab. It's gonna be a messy one. Thank you, Jesus. So good. And like I said, it's a real king crab. That surprised me. I thought it was gonna be imitation. I was pretty shocked. I wish you guys could have this with me. It's so good. All right, this is their lobster biscuit over here, but I'm just gonna dip my chips in it. I love lobster bisque. If you guys want a cold water bottle, the links are in my description. This food is beyond. I'm sorry for all the moaning. Anyways, these are mussels. I'm pretty sure. I've only had these like once in my entire life. And I think that's when I was on B-Love's channel. Yeah, so all this yummy juice down here. How do you even eat these? Oh my God. I have nowhere to put these. That was good. It's got like tomatoes and butter sauce and like lemon, I think, down here. And tomatoes. See? It's to die for. It really, really is. I better start talking because I'm gonna get full. There's a lot of food here. Okay. Please correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, but I think I left off where her and her daughter-in-law got into a fight in the kitchen, remember? And then I believe that same day she begged me to stay the night with her. So get it in there. I don't want to talk. This food's so good. Okay. So I went a week. It was a week without going back there because you know, I had other clients and stuff, but I was working with her every week. So for some weird reason, they didn't schedule me with her for a whole week after that. It was weird. And I even asked my boss, I was like, did something happen? Did I do something wrong? You're not scheduling me with Miss C, you know? And he's like, oh, no. Her daughter-in-law actually is taking care of her this past week. So we haven't been needing anybody. This is their tartar sauce. Faux Look at this piece of fish. Oh my God. I was like, oh, okay. So they said, but are you free Monday to start working with her again? The following week. I said, of course. So Monday I get there. Hold on, I gotta do this. Look at this piece of fish. Oh my God. Sorry guys, messy. So Monday came, and I pull up in the driveway, and I get out and I go up to her front door, and this tartar sauce is off the chain, and so is this fish. And I ring the doorbell, and of course she is playing the I'm not answering the door game. So she didn't answer it. I stood there for 20 minutes, knocking, ringing the doorbell, looking in the window. I couldn't see her. I was like, what the heck? Oh God, are we gonna do this again? And plus it was in the summertime, so it was really hot. And finally, I was like, that's it. I'm gonna go back in my car, or I'm gonna go around to the back. So I was just about to go to my car to cool down, and then I was gonna go back in her backyard. Look at this. She opens the door. And you know how she had that dark screen? So she opens the door, she's just standing there looking at me, like glaring at me. I was like, oh, Miss C, I said, I've been standing here for like 20 minutes knocking, but you didn't answer the door. And she was staring at me through this black screen. And remember how I told you that screen was so black you could barely see through it? So I saw her silhouette, but she wasn't saying anything to me. I said, Miss C, you gonna open the door? How are you? She was still just staring at me. It was so scary, you guys. Frightening. Like she was gonna, one of those scary ass movies with the killer people at your door. So then she slowly opened the screen door, and it was like creaking like that. And then I saw her, and she looked at me. No smile, no nothing. I haven't seen her in a week. So I walk in. I said, Miss C, how are you this morning? Everything okay? She closed the door behind me. She still didn't say anything to me. I was looking at her. She walked right past me. She goes into the kitchen. And she walks right up to the sink. I follow her. And she has her back to me, and she's looking out of her kitchen sink window. I put my stuff down. I'm sorry, that was so fucking good. I couldn't help myself. And I turn around to talk to her, and she still has her back to me looking out the window. It was really scary. Um, I was like, so I went to the island. I said, Miss C, I said, are you okay? She turns around slowly and looks at me. And she goes, where have you been? Just like that. I'm not even kidding. I was like, oh, well, I said, I'm so sorry. I do have other clients and they didn't schedule me with you. And she goes, shh. She's like, I don't want to hear excuses. You haven't been here in a week. And I told you when you first came, remember you guys, I told you like the first day I worked with her, she told me, well, you're the nicest one that has been at my house so far, remember? So I don't know. I guess like she didn't want anybody else like to be with her. And I said, she shushed me, and so I shut up. And she goes, I don't want to hear excuses. You haven't been here in a week. Excuse me. And then tartar sauce too with the. So then she just like, she shut up. And then I said, well, if you would let me explain, I said, hasn't your daughter-in-law been here with you? Mm-hmm. She ignored me, just like glaring at me, and she walked off. And she went to the backyard. I was like, oh my God. Then, oh, this is okay. It's all in that juice. I walk back there. She's sitting on the patio couch. And she didn't say anything. I said, well, I missed you. And I said, I'm sorry I've been gone a week, but it wasn't by choice. She finally talks to me and she goes, well, I need you to do something for me. I said, okay, what is it? I'll do anything for you. What do you need? She goes, I need you to go to the bank for me and cash a check. I said, okay. So she goes, but can you write out the check for me because my hand shakes so bad I can't write the check out. I said, of course. Yes, of course. I said, where's your checkbook? I'll go get it for you. She goes, you're not touching my checkbook. I was like, okay, you're going to hand me a check and you want me to write it out, but you don't want me to touch your checkbook. I didn't say that, but I was like, okay. So she gets up and she's like, she's corner eyeballing me, with that bitchy little, as she walked by. And I just kind of like, no, that's not going to work. I need to get this little bowl of, see what their coleslaw tastes like. So she goes and she gets her checkbook, okay? And I'm still, well, I walk in the house because I knew I had to fill out her check for her. So I met her in the kitchen. She went back to her bedroom to go get her checkbook. Red Lobster. One of my top favorite restaurants in the world. So she comes back and she hands me her checkbook. No, she rips out a check and she hands it to me. And then she goes, I will tell you what to write. And I said, okay. So I got the pen and I was leaning over, the island. she had already signed the check. You know, it was really, really scribbly, like, because, you know, she shook really bad. But, so she already signed it, and then she handed it to me. She said, go to my bank and cash this check and get the money and go to the grocery store because I needed a few things. I said, okay. I said, how much amount? What's the amount that you would like for me to put? She said, $500. I said, $500? She said, that's what I said. And I was like, okay, $500. So then she goes, okay, now go. She goes, go to my bank, go cash it, get the money, and go to the store. And here's a list of food that I needed. She passed me a paper. You guys, this paper had 4 items on it. Her Pepperidge Farm white chocolate macadamia nut cookies. Her Ruffles cheddar chips, 1 bag of each. Her Sara Lee bread that she always bought, you know, for her sandwiches. And then, what was her mayonnaise. That's what she wanted. And when she slipped me, you know, her grocery list, I looked at it. I said, Miss C, there's only 4 items on this paper. You don't need this much money for just 4 items. She goes, don't you argue with me. You calling me stupid? I said, no, I'm not. She goes, I like to have extra cash on hand if you don't mind. I was like, oh, okay. All right. She goes, and I want all the change back. I said, well, of course, Miss C. Yes, I will give you your change back. So I left. I went to her bank, cashed the check, got the $500, went to the store, got her items. Got back home to her house. This is so freaking good. Hello. One of the best coleslaws I've ever had. My mother makes the best, and that's second best. Red Lobster has, oh my God, it's delicious. So walked in the door, and she was coming from her bedroom as I was walking in the door. And then she goes, she's like, I give her the receipt, and I show her the items in the bag, the 4 items that I bought, and I give her the receipt. And I said, this is how much your groceries were. And she grabbed the receipt, and she's looking at it. And she goes, okay. And I said, and here's your change. And I gave her all the change. And so she went into the kitchen. And just as I was putting my purse down, and she put her bag of groceries down, you know, on the island, she goes, oh, I need you to go back out. And I said, oh, okay. And she goes, but not right now, in a little bit. I said, okay, that's fine. I said, what do you need now? She didn't answer me, walked past me. She goes out to the backyard. So she left her groceries on the counter, so I put them up for her. I walked out to the back, you know, to go be with her. After I put her groceries up. Then she's sitting there all fidgety. Like, she was just like really fidgety. She's fidgeting her arms and legs, and she wouldn't be still, you know. And then I said, Miss C, I put your groceries up for you. And she just looked at me, glared, and she looked away. And then we just sat there in silence. And about 10 minutes later, that's when she, oh my God, to die for. She goes, okay, you can go now. I need you to go run another errand for me right now. Get up. I was like, okay. So I got up. I was like, what the hell is going on here? She's being so rude, like really pushy, rude. And I said, well, where do you want me to go now? I wish you guys can see this. And, oh my God, let me get some juice on there. She goes, I need you to go to my P.O. box and go check my P.O. box for me. I said, okay. So she gave me the information, where it was at, what number. Go back out again, go get her P.O. box, mail, and I bring it back. And I come back and her door's locked. The bitch locked me out. I'm getting butter on my top. Oh my God, I'm just gonna stain it. So I knocked, rang the doorbell, she wouldn't come. I was like, okay. So I went around the back. And there she was on the bench, sleeping. And I walk in, the screen door. And I jolted her awake. The noise from walking in. She looks at me and she goes, what are you doing back here already? And I said, what do you mean? I said, that was a pretty long time. There was a big line. And I said, here's your packages. And she goes, I don't want them. Put them in the kitchen. I said, okay. So I walked into the kitchen, put her packages down. And I went back out there, sat, in the chair across from her. And I said, Missy, I said, why are you being so hateful to me? You haven't seen me in a week. I said, I figured, that you would at least miss me and be nice to me. And she goes, she looks up at me and she goes, oh, am I being mean to you? You don't like me now? Well, I never said I liked you anyways. I said, actually, you did. When I first got to your house, you told me how much you liked me. And I was the nicest caregiver that you've had. And she was just looking at me, like up and down at me. She was just like, she wouldn't say anything. She was just glaring. She goes back to her room. And I'm like, oh my God. Alfredo sauce on that. I said, that's it. I go into the kitchen. I get my phone. I sit at the island and I'm on my phone. Okay? I'm like, I've had it. I've had it with her. So, French fry and the tartar sauce is off the chain. Delicious. She, what was I saying? Where was I? Oh yeah, I went to the island and I got on my phone. I'm like, that's it, I'm done. She's gonna be mean and hateful. So then she comes back from her back bedroom and she's like storming towards me. And I could see her from the corner of my eye, so I turned and I looked and she goes, I need you to go out again. And I was like, I put my phone down. I said, okay, Miss C, yes. What else can I get for you? She gave me an address and she said, I want you to go to this address and I want you to see if it's vacant or if there's residents there. She goes, don't ask any questions. Just do it for me, please. I said, okay, sure, no problem. I was like, at this point, I was like, you know what? I'm happy to go. She's just being, awful. So I got the paper, got my purse. I said, okay, I'll be back. Is there anything else you need or you would like while I'm out? Nope, just go. Okay. I got into my car and I programmed the address in my GPS. It was 40 minutes away, you guys. 40. I was like, what the hell is going on? So I was like, whatever. I programmed it in and I left. Went to the address, pulled up. It was vacant. No cars, no window dressings, no lights, no nothing. And there was a for sale sign in the front. So then I whipped right back around, went back to her house, walked in and the door was unlocked. And then I walked in and then she was standing there right at the door and she goes, I need you to go somewhere else. I put my purse down. I said, Missy, okay. First of all, no. I think you're giving me bullshit, okay? You're sitting me out left and right. And now you're telling me I need to go out again. I've been out 3 times already. I said, why are you trying to get rid of me? You don't want me here. You're giving me excuses to just leave. And I said, what's the problem? And she's just looking at me and she starts tapping her foot. She's like, she puts her hand on her hip and like she's just glaring at me and I'm staring at her like, hello, did you hear me? And she wouldn't say a word until I said, Miss C, why are you ignoring me? I'm asking you questions. I said, why are you wanting me to leave this house? There's a reason. You're sending me on these crazy errands. And I want to know what the problem is. Oh, look at that. I'm really ticked off. You guys can't see this. She looked at me and she just like, it was so uncomfortable because she wasn't talking to me. She was just glaring at me. So I said, Missy, I am not. Unless it's an emergency, I am not going anywhere. You're not explaining anything to me and you're just sending me on bogus errands. So I'm not going anywhere. So I went into the kitchen and I put my purse down. And she stormed after me, you guys. I thought she was going to stab me or something. I really did. Because, like, she was running. I heard her. Oh, my God. And the lobster bisque with this. I turn around because I'm like, oh, my God, she's going to hit me. She's going to attack me, something. So I turn around and I'm thinking, all right, we're going to fight. So she gets right up in my face and she goes, I have to poop.
I've been having to poop all day long. My stomach's upset, if you don't mind. I went like this, and I stepped back, and I started chuckling. And I made it sound like I was coughing, but I was really laughing. But I was like, I said, I'm sorry, I just got a coughing fit. And she goes, I told you before that I don't poop in front of people. And I don't want you in my house when I have to poop. Oh my God. I said, I'm sorry. She goes, I've had an upset stomach all day. She goes, I wouldn't even poop in front of my husband. And that's why I got colon cancer. Because you guys remember I told you that, like, she would not poop in front of her husband. She would wait till he left for work to poop. Or, I know this is disgusting to talk about when we're eating, but, or she would leave the house and go on an errand. She would tell her husband, I'm going to go check the mail or do this or do that, just like what she was doing with me. So she would go somewhere to go poop. But she screamed it at me. I mean, she said poop. Like, she said it with such force, like my bangs flew back a little tiny bit, just like, you know, if someone were to go in your face. So she's like, I had to poop. And when she did that, like, my bangs flew back. I was like, oh, God. And she goes, so that's why I'm having you leave the house. I said, Miss C, I could have got you some stomach medicine to help you with that while I was at the store. You should have told me. Or, you know, I could step outside, you know, if you need to use the bathroom, but you don't have to send me on crazy errands just because you have to use the bathroom. She goes, I don't want you anywhere near my house when I have to poop. I was like, okay. I said, well, are you going to have to go again? Because, what did you said you wanted me to go get something else for you. So she's like, no, I'm fine now. I said, I can go get you some medicine so your stomach's not upset and you don't have to be doing that. She refused. She said no. And she goes, I will let you know. Obviously, I have to tell you my pooping schedule. I'll let you know when I have to poop again. And I said, okay. She walked back out to the patio, and I followed her, and I said, Missy, it's lunchtime. I said, would you like me to make you something? I know your stomach's upset. You probably don't want to eat, but maybe it might help if you eat if there's something on your stomach. You know, she lay down on the bench, and she just ignored me. She wouldn't talk. What the hell they gave me chips for? Like, what the? Oh my God, my ass is sticking to this. Did you hear that? Okay, she just ignored me and she lay down on the bench. And I just sat there and I was like, whatever. I was like, you know what, lady, you can shut the bed, you can shut the bed, you can shut the bench, you can shut the chair. At this point, I don't care, because you're being hateful. You know, I was thinking this in my head. And I was trying to help her, but she wasn't having it. She pretends to fall asleep. This has Caesar dressing, sweet honey balsamic vinaigrette, both of them. Okay. Mm-mm. That crouton refuses to be eaten. Did you see that? I was sitting there looking at her while she's sleeping. I'm like, wow, what a homecoming. How rude. See that, you guys? So maybe it was like I don't know. This coleslaw is to die for. She took a fake nap, and how I know is a fake nap because I got up. I'm like, okay. I want you guys to see all this. Okay. Since she's sleeping, I had a feeling she was faking, but I wasn't for sure. So I was like, I'm gonna go, get on my social medias, or I'm gonna, go call somebody or something, because I was about to go out of my mind. So I got up and I went to the kitchen. Hands down the best coleslaw I've ever had at a restaurant. Fast food, real restaurants. Wow. Red Lobster. Coleslaw, you guys have to try it. I sit at the island and I get on my phone. I was laughing about something, I don't know. Something on social media made me laugh. I was scrolling Instagram or whatever, Facebook. I was looking down and I was like laughing, and scrolling. And then, when you get that feeling that you're being watched? Oh God. I got that feeling, so I looked up, and as I looked up, I took a double take because she was standing at the kitchen window from the outside, looking in right at me like this. Like her face was almost like to the window. And as I looked up, I took a double take. I said, shit, like that, and I dropped my phone. I said, oh my God. And so I got up. I said, Missy, you scared me. I mouthed it to her. And then she goes, that was probably so scary. You guys had to see that. I'm sorry. But that's what she did. And then she turned around and she lay back down on the bench. I didn't know how to take that. I literally, she had those veneers, beautiful veneers. Her husband bought them for her many moons ago. But, they were so perfectly white and straight and just beautiful, but they're big, because veneers tend to be big. So when she did that, it was like, she looked like that when she smiled, because she was fake smiling like a freak. And I was just like staring at her in like shock and awe. And then she went and lay back down on the bench, and I said, I'm leaving. I'm horrified. I'm leaving. That was the scariest shit I ever saw in my life. I froze, you guys, in fear. I was scared to death. And now I laugh my ass off about it, but at that time I thought, oh my God, this crazy bitch is going to kill me. Like, she really is. I really felt she was. She just was insane. I didn't get up. I didn't move. I didn't do nothing. I was just frozen in fear, really. Because it's like one of those, scary, mentally disturbed people. But she wasn't. She was not. But she was acting that way just to freak me out or something. So, I just looked down at my phone. I turned my phone off. I pushed it to the side. And I wouldn't take my eyes off that window. Yeah. Because that's how bad she freaked me out. I was like, that's it. I'll watch this bitch's every move now. I can't take it. I could drink this. Then I see her getting up. Oh my God. I was like, that's it. If she does one more frightening thing like that to me, or that's it. I'm gonna call my boss and say I'm leaving. Couldn't take it. So she comes in and she starts humming that song. Remember I told you guys that song she used to hum? When she would do her workouts. And she's walking in the kitchen. She got a broom. But then my salad, shit. See, I licked it. That's how freaking good it was. I'm really pissed off it's gone. Why did you have to leave me? Oh, wait, my coleslaw. That's it. I'm pissed. Oh, actually, I can put my shells in here. Oh, no. Oh, my God. That buttery shell just landed on my carpet. I'm telling you, we're going to get sued for this carpet. It is off the chain. Mukbang damaged. Oh my God, I'm getting full. It's this that's making me full. That's why I'm trying not to eat it, too much of it. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay. So she grabs a broom, okay? And I turn around because I'm sitting at the island. And I turn my ass around. I'm like, fuck no. This bitch is going to fuck me up with that broom. I know she is. Especially the way she just smiled at me. And then she's getting this broom and she's humming. Psycho. So I was like, fuck that shit. So I turned around and I was just staring at her, watching her next move. And she's sweeping. She's like fucking Cinderella or some shit. And humming that song. And she's swaying her hips to the broom. I started laughing, and then at this point, I just went, oh my God. That's what I did. I put my hand on my head, and I just started laughing. And I said, really, Missy? Really? You smile at me like that? Now you're humming and sweeping the floor? And she goes, well, someone has to do the cleaning around here. She went from humming to that song with a weird little creepy smile on her face to, well, someone has to clean up around here. Instantly. And I said, Missy, you know how many times I have tried to clean your house? I asked if I could clean your house and you refuse? How am I supposed to clean something that I am not allowed to do? So she goes, well, here, get up. Get up, chubby, and take the broom and start sweeping. You know how she called me chubby? Because she was like 26 pounds of evilness. Oh my God. So I was like, I was thinking, you know, I was quick thinking in my head. I said, does she think I'm stupid? Like I'm going to get up. She's going to clock me in the head with that fucking broom. Like I'm that dumb. So, you know, I quick thought. And then I said, you can lay the broom against the fridge and I will finish sweeping for you. You can go back outside. Because I knew she was going to hit me with it. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. So then she goes, why do you think I'm going to hit you with the broom? First of all, she was 26 pounds, so I doubt she could even hurt me, even if she did hit me with it. But she could definitely poke my fucking eyes out or something with it. You know what I mean? Like she could harm me with it, but like if she hit me with it, it wouldn't hurt. I wasn't afraid of that. I was afraid of her like stabbing me in the eye with it or something. No. No, so their tartar sauce and their coleslaw. So good. Oh my God, there's another. So I said, actually, yes, I am afraid you're going to hit me with it because I don't know what you're capable of and you're being very hostile and ugly to me today. So yeah, I would prefer you lay that broom against the fridge and I will take it when you leave. And she starts laughing. She goes, you really think I can hurt you? You're 10 times my size. Oh God, excuse me. Sorry. I didn't even know that was coming. I normally don't leave burps in my videos, but I had no idea that was coming. So, you know, she always liked to, like, you know, put me down for my weight, which, you know, obviously you guys, I don't have a weight problem, but to her, everybody did. And so she, you know, she starts chuckling, and then she put she laid the broom, so frightening and scary, against the fridge, like in slow motion. And then she turned around and she like put her hands on her knees and she goes, come on, Kristen, come on. You can get the broom now. Like she was calling me like I'm a fucking dog. And then she turns around and walks out. I started to get really pissed towards the end, you guys. This lady was just, she's too much to handle. I just got grease on my freaking glasses. Yeah, I went like that to her as she walked off. I had it. Towards the end, she was pushing my limits. And, you know, then I was like, oh my God. So I got up and I got the broom and I started sweeping her kitchen. I was still watching her though. Shit. But this time for real, she laid down and took a nap on the bench. And she was sleeping. I was like, thank God. Huh. So she slept for about like probably 2 hours. Then I was like, thank God I got a break. Thank God. Then she got up and I was like, oh shit, it's alive. Yeah. So then she gets up and she comes in the kitchen and I'm, you know, sitting at the island. And I said, Miss C, do you feel better? How's your stomach? Did you have a good nap? You know, I said it like really quick like that. And she looked at me. She goes, yes, thank you. And I said, are you going to the bathroom again? And I was like, please send me on another errand. Please. I was like, do you have to go to the bathroom again? And she goes, no, I'm fine, thank you. And I was like, okay. And she walked like back to her bedroom. And I was just like, what the, I don't know. Then that was pretty much it for the rest of the time I was there. She stayed back in her room. I think there's more fish down here. Yes, there is. And then it was coming, you know, to my clock out time, and I was like, thank you, Jesus, thank you, God. And she knew it too. So she comes out of her room. I think I had like 10 minutes to clock out time. So she comes walking in the kitchen and she's like, you're off the clock now. You can leave. I said, yes, you're right, I am. I'm sorry, I lost track of time. You're right. Even though I still had 10 minutes on the clock, I didn't give a shit. She dismissed me about face. So, you know, I closed my magazine, got my phone, I was getting up, getting my purse and stuff. And she watches me every time, you know, I get my stuff and clock out. Oh my God. This food is so salty and delicious, and water is just so good when you eat some salty. So, I went to go clock out, you know, of the logbook and then the phone, right? Because that's what you do. So I went to the logbook and she goes, I don't want you writing anything in the logbook. You need to skip that part. I said, okay. Turned around. Went to the phone. She goes, I don't want you calling on the phone either. Just get out. I said, okay. I will call my boss in the car and I will tell them that, excuse me, you wouldn't allow me to log out. So she's like, I don't care what you tell them. Bye. So I grabbed my stuff and I was walking out, and she, you know, she followed me because she had to lock, you know, the door after I'd leave. And then she goes, I opened the door and she goes, are you going to be back tomorrow? And I said, yes, I am. And she goes, good. And I was like, good. I said, oh, I thought you were going to tell or call my company and tell them not to have me back tomorrow because you were so ugly to me today. And she goes, no, I want you to come back tomorrow. But I can't promise I'm not going to be ugly. I said, oh, I know that. And so I was walking out and she goes, bye. And she went to shut the door. I said, okay, I love you. And she goes, no, you don't. And she shut the door. And I walked out. I said, fuck, no, I don't. Oh my God, you guys. She was awful. Oh. Anyway, I can't eat anymore. I am stuffed to the gills. Look at this huge thing of biscuits. cheddar bay biscuits. I could eat every single one of these. This lobster and crab Alfredo is all this food, you guys, was to die for. I'm not kidding you. I haven't had delicious food like this in a long time. Anyways, yeah, this video is 1 hour and 11 minutes. Holy shit. I gotta go upload this bitch now. I'm gonna try and do like least edits possible so I can get it up quick. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this delicious, fabulous food and Missy story time. I think I have one more to tell you guys. I know a lot of you are sad, but towards the end of taking care of her, she really didn't do much. She just got really quiet and very distant. She didn't talk much. She wasn't ugly, you know, so there's not really more to tell. But I do have one more, you won't believe it, going out with a bang video, story time on her. One more, last one that I can remember. And that's about it. And a lot of you guys are asking if she's still alive or if she has passed. And I will answer that question on the next story time of her. The conclusion of Miss C. All right, you guys, I have to get off here. I'm about to pop. I want to keep eating though. Why are my titties itching? And they're sore too. I'm about to start my period. I'm going to tear this shit up tonight. Because right before my period, I want to eat my house. And I will. I promise you. After I upload this, while you guys are watching this, I'll be eating the leftovers. Oh my God, but I'm so full right now. And my boobs are itching. Okay. And I just took a shower, so I'm clean. So that's not the reason. I love you guys. Stay safe, blessed wherever you're at in the world. Get you guys some Red Lobster. It was fabulous. And I'm going to do a live karaoke for you guys. Karaoke live. You know what? I'm done with all this shit. It's pissing me off. I got butter grease on my glasses. And this shit's... it hurts my head after a while. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna see if my husband wants this food. If he doesn't, I'm gonna see if Sauce Queen wants to finish it. I'm so weird. Okay, I've said I'm signing off like 10 times and I haven't done it yet. Okay, I love you all, and I will see you on the next video. And yeah, you guys follow me on Instagram and Facebook. My Instagram and my Facebook links are in my description as well. So you guys, I post thumbnails of upcoming videos, and if you guys want to know what I'm doing, or if I'm not uploading, or if I haven't done a video, I normally always tell on my social medias. So that's it, I'm done. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Love you, bye.